Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about this Hercules 20 volt brushless 5-inch random orbit sander. I've had this for about a year and I used it quite a bit, and I had to clean up really good for this review. It was pretty dirty. And I just recently used it to refinish some outdoor cast iron taper. You know, the cast iron taper is like all the website that was peeled. I sand it down and recoat it, fresh coat of paint. It did really well. This has 3 speeds on it. This currently is running, current price on this is, $49 at Harbor Freight. And right now, they run a deal on it. They always run cordless specials on it. Right now they're running tools at the time of this video for $99. And I think I got this on a coupon last year. And this is 12,000 OPM, which is orbits per minute. And then the next closest one, this would be your DeWalt. DeWalt has the same. That has a dial in it for adjusting your speed. And that one's 12,000 OPM also. And that runs like 100 to 125. Hercules line is a pretty good line. That's Harbor Freight's top line. Now let's talk a little bit about different types of palm sanders, okay? This one here is common for many years. My first one like this was, we'll talk about this bar in a different view, but my first old Black & Decker was like this, where you had the clips on it, and you could get pre-set sandpaper pre-cut, or else you just take sandpaper and cut it yourself. And the advantage of that, sandpaper is really cheap that way. Of course, back when I had that Black & Decker, you didn't have the vent holes, and this was many years ago. Then we got, I call that the iron palm sander, and then we got the Hercules. This is actually corded, and the Hercules actually goes both ways. Now the corded type palm sanders have a little bit higher OPM. This one's 13,000 OPM. Now, the reason I got this is I was using this for a long time. I got an old Porter cable that I cleaned this up really good too. This old Porter cable I had for 30 years, and you can tell it's really old. When's the last time you saw that, right? So I wanted a really nice corded, and this still works. This actually still works pretty well. Although the only thing I had to it, I had to replace this. This actually decomposed this rubber after that long, and I found a new one. And did that, so okay. So I got that. I wanted to get a cord. That's why I got this flower. And it does have the hook and loop in it. And I think the hardest thing about these things is trying to line up. Well, I'm going to put this, I'm just putting this on backwards just to show you. Now the Hercules sandpapers, I heard really well. They got a really good reviews on them. They'll hold up pretty well. And so you can line it up. Then of course you got, this is actually Bosch. A lot of these 8-hole ones will line up really good also if you want to go with a generic brand. So this is an 80 grit. We're gonna line. Like I said, the hardest part is trying to get there, because this thing does, this loop and hook has a pretty strong, I mean, we don't have to get them lined up perfectly. And these are just your vent holes, and the vent holes go up to this dust bag. And the dust bag does twist and turn, so it comes off. And then what you could do too, you could put up, which we're not going to do today, but you could hook a vacuum up to it, right? They get, suck up your dust while you're going along. Vacuum would be better, because actually really going to have a vacuum that's going to suck that dust through that. So it's going to get more dust than this stuff. How it is. Put the bag on it. So we're going to do a demonstration. Just going to sand a little bit to show how it sounds, how it works. So I got a board just as some pine board. I put some paint on it. You know, this, we're not going to, of course, spend the time taking all this paint off. So it does have your on button, like. And around the orbit, it vibrates and kind of randomly spins. So we're gonna put this on full blast, and we're just gonna sand this, and then we'll stop and see how much we picked up. So like I said, not gonna sand this paint all the way down, just a little bit. Look, it looks like it's catching a lot of that dust. And this is actually pretty comfortable when it's down. It makes it a little heavier if you pick it up because of that battery. But that seems that when it's down like that, it's pretty good. So we're just going to check this. How much did we get? You can't see that, but... So yeah, some. Right? Of course, I didn't spend a lot of time sanding that, but so I really like it. Brushless, of course. Brushless is better, longer life. Battery goes longer on that. On brushless, it's better. And that is it. If you like what you see on my channel, like and subscribe. Also, tell me what you think of these sanders. What do you use them for? I actually built quite a bit of the furniture in my house. So I do a lot of sanding. I got many sanders that we can review. Belt sanders and these palm sanders. And we'll review those through this channel, different type of sanders. Yeah, let's see, have any question or comments? And you know, what do you use these things for? What do you use palm sanders for? Are you refinishing furniture or cars? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.